Hello, and welcome to the Dino
Boys
Podcast. Hi, Brady.
Hi.
Today we are talking about a very special dinosaur. I say that every time.
Because every dinosaur is special.
You're right, Brady. Thanks.
Except for the ones that I didn't score very high.
Yeah, except for Archaeopteryx and Procompsognathus.
Yes.
Those two.
Those two are not special.
And Leopleurodon,
They're kind of useless.
which is not a dinosaur.
Ryan, you idiot.
Brady, have you ever heard of the dinosaur known as Brachiosaurus?
I was also going to say no, but that would just make me look like a fucking idiot.
It would.
And about out there in TV land, if you
Sorry,
said
the question
no, you're
was,
a fucking idiot.
have you ever heard of Brachiosaurus?
Yes.
Wow.
You are smart.
You are smart, dude. What do you know about Brachiosaurus, Brady?
It has a long-ass neck
Wow, long neck. Very cool.
and a fat-ass body.
Fat ass body.
It's thick.
It's a thick boy. Now, do you know what a sauropod is?
A long neck boy.
Sauropods are humongous dinosaurs that ate a lot of food and generally lived during the Jurassic period, but I believe there might have been some during Cretaceous, but there for sure was some in late Triassic. They lived a long time. They got a big, they're like the friends of, they're like the Simpsons of dinosaurs.
The Coronation Street. The Price is Right. It was a stage play before it was a TV show, before TV was even invented.
I mean, how does this relate to dinosaurs at all?
That's a long time.
A particularly interesting sauropod, and you might not find it interesting because you find very few dinosaurs I talk about interesting.
Unless they're killing shit violently, I don't care.
Well, this might not be the podcast episode for you. What do you think the name Brachiosaurus means?
Well, Saurus.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is that? It's lizard, right? It's lizard.
Yeah. Brachia.
Brachia. Oh, God.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh, God.
Brady. 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 Brady.
Brachia. It's, oh, God.
Brady, just guess something so we can fucking move on.
Camera lizard.
the famous camera lizard, because that makes sense. No, Brady, not camera lizard. You could have given an educated guess.
I'm not very educated.
Just give your best goddamn educated 50 in shop class guess.
I didn't have a 50 in shop class.
Oh, well then, looks like you're pretty educated. Can you give me something?
Big.
There you go.
Big lizard.
That's a lot better than fucking camera.
I don't know.
It is. It is. Wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously Brachiosaurus means arm lizard because of the most famous appendage of the Brachiosaurus.
Because it had
the arms.
so many goddamn arms.
That is ridiculous.
I feel like that's stupider than camera.
You have something that has a distinct body feature, like something nothing else really has. And
a big old dick.
A big old dick. And yet you are highlighting its second longest thing. Like, it's like,
It doesn't even have arms.
that's like, oh, look at the Golden Gate Bridge. It has a hot dog stand on it. Wow.
Does it really?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh. We should go.
It did have very long legs. The front legs are longer than the back legs. It was kind of like a little stub hind front long.
Stub hind.
Stub hind, you know.
Sounds like a very small beer.
It is weird that it is named for its arms when it has they range from 154 to 150 million years ago. Okay.
Every time you say that, I'm like, that's a lot of years.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Discovered in our North America in the Colorado River at 1903. I believe 1903.
The Colorado River.
The Colorado River found many
That's a high
things.
elevation, Colorado.
High elevation, Colorado River. We found things there. We found love, we found adventure, and we found a Brachiosaurus. Not a full one, though. I don't think they found
I feel like that's what Brokeback Mountain really is about.
Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus.
Break your back mountain.
Break your back mountain with my dick.
With Heath Ledger and
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Sweet ass. Somewhat of a rare dinosaur to find, although we did just literally talk about Carnotaurus is literally, they only found one. So that's as rare as it fucking gets. Maybe not, because they found a full skeleton, I'm sure. What was the Leopleurodon? They only found like teeth.
I mean, that's a lot of sea creatures. They only find teeth.
They probably ate a lot, Brady.
I mean, I'd assume so. They're rather large.
They are rather large. They range from 18 to 21 meters long.
It's like 60-some feet.
That is 59 to 69 feet. Hey, nice. Top. To put it in perspective, the Brachiosaurus, let's say the max size, 21 meters long, a blue whale, 30 meters long. And blue whales are big boys.
Yeah.
Big boys. But the distance in weight is actually significantly more. 28 to 58 metric tons.
Oh, my.
Okay. The weight of let's say the largest predicted Brachiosaurus weight is the same as 7 to 10 African elephants.
African elephants. Those are bigger than Indian elephants.
They sure are. They sure are, Brady. It's a big boy. And that's nuts.
These elephants like peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts.
Peanuts.
That's a good one.
Circus peanuts.
They literally would have had to eat all day. All day just to stay alive. They would have to eat all day, Brady. That means you are grazing 24/7 just to fucking survive.
Don't we all?
No.
Wow.
So many people believed early on, and maybe even still now, that because they had a long neck, they grew that just for the fact of grabbing high food. They probably ate low food too.
They eat all food.
They eat all food. So for an animal to be like, well, there's food here, but I'm going to, over millions of years, grow an extremely long neck so I could get that same food is silly.
Well, yeah, you have to get all the food.
Right.
They're greedy. Did you not see Land Before Time?
Well, those aren't Brachiosaurus.
Either way, same fucking
Those are
idea.
Apatosaurus.
Same fucking idea.
What they actually believe is the neck is for energy conserving. Energy conserving.
Conservation.
Yes, conserving energy.
Oh, there you go.
Because think about this, Brady. What's harder for you to do? Walk over there to grab a candy bar, or just to move your neck and get it?
If I had a long neck,
Yeah,
probably just neck it over there.
right.
Just
Everyone's necking.
that means a different thing.
No.
Yeah.
Don't sully paleontology with your gross mind. Many people depict and think of Brachiosaurus, and they all have an image in their head, but it actually might be quite wrong.
Is it the one with like the big ass like
Crest up top?
crest or like big ass bump on the top
That
of
is how
its
it's
head?
depicted most of the time.
Looks kind of like a knuckle, like a.
Yep. It is depicted many times as being that, but that's actually closer to a relative found in Tasmania named
Tasmanian devil.
Giraffatitan.
Oh yes.
The dinosaur named Giraffatitan found in Tasmania, who looks almost the same as Brachiosaurus.
Oh,
And
I thought you were gonna say a giraffe.
no. But this dinosaur looks a lot closer to how Brachiosaurus is depicted. It has that extremely prominent crest up front. So when you're seeing that in Jurassic Park when they're sitting in those trees, that really more looks like Giraffatitan than Brachiosaurus. Don't matter though.
Are they Brachiosauruses or Brontosauruses?
Those were definitely Brachiosaurus. Brontosaurus is weird. So Brontosaurus was a dinosaur for a while, and then they said it's like a crude way to explain what this specific dinosaur was. So they stopped calling it Brontosaurus, but then recently they're calling it Brontosaurus again. So there's a whole thing around Brontosaurus. I don't fucking know.
Cancel
Culture for sure.
Like, we can't call it Brontosaurus anymore. It's offensive, man. It's not what it is, but it is that. No.
So predictions of the weight of Brachiosaurus's heart,
Wouldn't they be like the size of like a car?
you could walk through it.
Oh my.
400.
Oh, it's the weight. It's a whale. Has the heart size of a minivan.
Yeah. So to put in perspective, a Brachiosaurus's heart was 440 pounds, and a blue whale's heart is generally around 400 pounds. So even though the blue whale is significantly bigger and weighs more, the Brachiosaurus had a heavier heart because it needed to be way more efficient with how it spread its blood through the body, and also its lungs were extremely efficient too. It had It had crazy efficient lungs, apparently. I don't know how you would gauge that, but they
I mean, you would have to, right?
I guess.
If you're breathing that,
Right.
I think it's probably breathing heavy a lot.
Right. Which brings me next to air sacs. So one of the theories people believe about any kind of sauropod or humongous dinosaur is they had these air sacs, air bags throughout the body.
Air brakes.
Air brakes.
They had air brakes. Every time they'd stop, it just...
They needed that for, I believe it's for weight, because it's rather than a bunch of flesh. Like, think about a whole Brachiosaurus. That's so much weight, unless think of meat balloons inside the body.
Yummy.
Yummy. And they actually ran through the bones too, because they have hollowed out bones, not inside, but like through. So
it
like
would be
little
like
holes.
It would be like a sausage casing filled with air.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Making a balloon animal out of sausage casing.
But that's how they were. They're humongous. Crazy.
Crazy tale.
Crazy. No, I'm not going to do that.
Crazy tale.
Most sauropods actually stretch their necks forward. If you ever seen like dreadnoughts, or you ever seen dreadnoughts? Those are crazy looking. Those are found in like, I think
I thought that was like a boat.
Yeah, well, it's named after the dinosaur.
Oh, I didn't know that was a dinosaur.
I believe. Or is the other way around, probably. I think dreadnought boats are probably around longer. But yeah, dreadnought. Dreadnoughts are found in, where do I like to get wine from?
Italy? The liquor store?
Oh, it's in South America.
Colombia?
No, there's an A.
Argentina?
Thank you. Sorry, I should have said the place you thought was in Europe.
Oh.
Oh, Argentina. Good.
Oh, Mexico.
Oh.
Oh. Back to serious.
But yeah, dreadnoughts. I actually don't know very many sauropods. Let me think of another one quick.
There's one with like pointies on its neck.
Probably lots of those.
Oh,
I
I thought I was being smart. Turns out you're a dick.
Turns out you're just a dick. Anyway, dreadnoughts. That's all. I'll just. Oh, Apatosaurus.
That's all I want to say.
Apatosaurus. There's one.
Is that what Littlefoot is?
Yes, and they have the really long tails and long necks, and they're just kind of like.
Oh, like they're really long, thin. Not thin, but like at the end, it's very thin and
Yeah.
very whip-like.
And they can like stretch their necks all the way from one studio into the
Yeah.
next frame. Aha! Throwback to Time Before Time. Watch out. Check it
Call
out.
back.
The thing with sauropods is they probably had quite a long lifespan, just for the fact that to get to the size they need, they probably had to live quite a while.
A lot of.
What?
I heard a weird noise. Anyways. She had to take a breath. A lot of large animals do have a long lifespan.
Right. Elephants, parrots,
Whales.
turtles.
Tortoises, not turtles. Well, it's not sea turtles,
Maybe.
but also tortoises.
All the largest animals.
Yeah.
But how long would you guess an estimate of age would be for?
I want to say 65.
That's probably right. Some people say 50, some people say 100.
That's a pretty broad.
Yep.
I'd imagine those things were in pain a lot
Yeah.
because they grew so fast.
Right. Some predictions of the growth rate is actually a little silly, but it could be possible. A pound a day.
They grew like Spike.
Yeah. Spike grows 8 pounds a second. For this dinosaur, there is actually still a little bit of a split decision on whether it's warm or cold-blooded. Most people do think it is probably warm-blooded,
I'd assume it would be warm-blooded.
but it's harder to explain the size with a warm-blooded animal just because of the overheating. Like we were talking about skin flaps back with Carnotaurus, that bigger animals have skin flaps so that more surface area can be cooled by air. So maybe that's what's playing in here. Maybe the air sacs, it's not generating heat. It's just literally air surrounded by flesh.
Maybe it liked to be in the mud.
Maybe it liked to be in humongous city-sized mud piles, yes.
Yeah, don't you know they had those?
Which comes up to a myth that...
The tar pits?
The tar pits, yeah, the fun mud. For the longest time, and if you actually see some old museum pieces or old rides involving dinosaurs, you'll see them mostly depicted in the water because they believe them to be semi-aquatic because of their giant size. Like a blue whale is in the water for a reason. Even if it had legs.
They probably hung out around larger
Right, to cool off,
bodies of
sure.
water.
But they were not aquatic animals.
No, they're probably
They just walked through water
I mean,
because they're huge.
I mean, moose do that too, but
Right.
not because they're huge.
And not because they're aquatic.
No, it's not a fucking fish.
Yeah. Moose aren't fish.
It's a goddamn moose.
And I am tired of people telling me that moose are fish. Brachiosaurus probably dipped after they laid their eggs, which kind of makes sense.
My God.
Well, think about this. You lay your eggs and now you're like, oh, I got to take care of these eggs. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
oh my God!
I'm going to kill my babies. It could have been, because many animals do have the dip strat, where you lay eggs and then you leave and hopefully the carnivores follow you rather than eat your eggs.
There'll probably be some big fucking eggs.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh.
Look how big Littlefoot was.
Yeah, but that was also a cartoon.
You're a cartoon.
No, I'm a man.
Fuck you.
I'm a human man.
I don't fuck you.
You don't fuck me. That's right.
And you never will.
You'll never get any of this. Any of this.
Whoa.
Yeah. Getting it R-rated up in here. Like Morbius should have been.
Yeah. So, Brady, these are extinct?
Are they? Holy fuck.
Some people estimate the speed.
I thought you were going to say some people don't think they are.
They are. Nessie.
That's
Loch Ness.
that's not this thing.
No, it's not.
Some people think the Titanoboa is still alive.
Estimates of speed are a little silly, but they believe 20 kilometers an hour was running speed. Which, is that even running or is that just walking? Because they're pretty big.
I know, but they would take such slow steps.
1 kilometer. 2 kilometers.
Like that fucking giant ass monster in Monsters Inc. He's like, see, Doug's walking to work. And he's like, yeah, it takes 3 steps and he's there.
The only thing they're basing this off of is elephants, which are actually pretty fast. Do you know how fast
They
an
can run
African
fucking
elephant?
fast.
Yeah, 35
And you
kilometers.
can't hear them coming.
35 kilometers.
You can't hear an elephant
Yeah, I heard you
coming.
the first time.
You can't. You
can't
think
do
you can hear them coming? You can't.
You can't.
They got pillows on their feet. You can't hear them coming.
Have you ever seen the skeletal structure of a elephant's toes?
Aren't they like that?
Yeah, they're like this. It's weird. And that's probably, I think that's how Brachiosaurus was as well.
With a big ass fucking pad underneath?
Yeah. Some movies that Brachiosaurus starred in was the first Jurassic Park, obviously. Not in the second one. It is in the third one when they're flying over. It's like where Dr. Grant thinks he's giving them a tour, but they're like, oh, where are we going to land? It's like, oh, guys, you're missing all the stuff. If you look up to the right here, right here, you'll see some fucking stuff.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Yes, the new one they will be in.
That thing died in that movie and it was sad.
What?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, because the volcano erupted and they left one of the Brachiosaurus on the beach,
that was sad.
and it was sitting there like, whoa, and then they're like, oh.
Originally there was supposed to be a Brachiosaurus in Jurassic World, but it was cut.
Too big. They had to give all the Indominus Rex all those powers.
Dude,
he's a goddamn X-Man.
He's an X-Man. I looked into King Kong to see if there's Brachiosaurus on there, but they're all fake dinosaurs. Like the V-Rex, and then
Are you looking at the original King Kong from like the 30s?
I'm not. I'm talking about
or
like
like
the
Peter Jacksons.
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
Yeah.
They're fake. They're fake. It's a fake fucking thing.
There's no giant gorillas. There's no blonde chick being kidnapped by said giant gorilla. There's no Peter Jackson. He's a fake. He's not real. Jack Black. He's real. He's the only thing that's real in that movie. It's Jack Black.
Adrian Brody.
Don't be bringing him into this.
Brachiosaurus is actually technically in Star Wars: A New Hope.
Can we cut to a clip?
No.
Is there an image?
No, they based so there's the one scene in Tatooine where the Jawas are riding this creature with a long neck up front and it's hairy on the sides and stuff, and they're like swinging off of it and shit like that. That's obviously one of the more remastered versions of it, but it is in there. They based the model for that alien creature off a Brachiosaurus. It's just literally a Brachiosaurus with like padding on the sides. Like they took a toy.
I need to see that.
Yeah. Look it up quick. We'll use the power of editing to fast forward.
Wowee, that's great.
Yeah, we saw it.
Very creative of you.
But in a nutshell, Brady, that's Brachiosaurus. I'm sure there's other stuff. He probably ate rocks to mash up his food. He probably enjoyed long walks on the forest.
Ooh.
The lots of the ideas of why there were so many carnivores is because the sauropods, when they died of old age, that would be enough food for animals for a long time, right?
Even
So-
just his heart.
right, even just his heart.
You make a nice little living out of his heart.
Oh, you could make a house out of it and eat it as you go.
Yeah.
Cook it from the inside.
Lots of protein in that heart.
Lots of meat.
Iron.
So Brady, what do you think your rating is for Brachiosaurus?
You know what? I'm gonna give her a 5.
A 5?
Yeah, I'll give her a 5. She's
Why?
very mid.
Mid.
Yeah.
It's a mid
It's
dinosaur.
a mid dinosaur.
There's a Brachiosaurus and dinosaur. Remember? The
No.
old lady,
Oh yeah.
the old British woman.
The old stupid thing where it jumps up and fucking.
Oh yeah, it probably didn't do that. The rearing up, that makes no sense. It would break its knees.
It would break everything in its goddamn body.
Awesome. Well, that's really cool, Brady. I'm glad you had a good time because I sure did.
I sure didn't.
All of my equipment's failing. Ah, spent my life savings on it. It doesn't work.
On a Logitech webcam.
Don't say what brand it is. The Brio.
I'm on a Legituke.
We would like to thank you all for tuning in, listening, watching, viewing us in your
And maybe
spare time
jacking off.
and jacking off at the same time. If you're jacking off, let us know in the comments. We want to hear.
We will block you.
We will block you. But not after reading it first.
We will block you from commenting.
Ever again. But yeah, let us know what else you jack off to.